Good morning, and it is a good morning. Today is sunny. Oh God, yesterday did we get wet. A massive rainstorm came in and it caught us 10 minutes from the car. I don't think I've ever been so wet in my life. So it was an interesting end to the day. Well, you can see Colin's here, look. And we're just leaving the tiny little village of Bishopstone. And I don't know, it's a nice start, look.
It's lovely.
Driving in here, we notice how scenic the countryside is around here. It's lovely.
It's at Priory Wood today. The walking and getting there, yeah, it's gorgeous. And we've walked the area before, haven't we, off this dyke, but
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yes, we have.
This is splendid. And we're currently on a Roman road for the next mile or so, heading towards Garnham. This is improvement on yesterday. 4 times we got it yesterday.
4 times.
4 deluge.
Yeah, and each storm, if you like, was worse than the last.
Yeah.
And we saw the final one coming to get us, coming across the hills to get us, and we couldn't get away from it.
I'm still wet actually from my backpack and my trousers.
Yeah,
damp from yesterday.
my boots are still horribly clammy.
Well.
So, off we go then, day 6.
Okay. Today's walk will be good actually because a lot of it's over fields and through apple orchards, nice and level, and also a bit later on we do something called the Mornington Walk, which is a mile-long avenue of Scots pine and yew trees.
And there is a hill in it though.
Near towards the end, I guess. So it's not so far.
Just the one, I think.
Right.
310 acres of cider apple trees owned by Bulmers. How do I know this? Well, either I'm very clever or I've just read that. It'd be very tempting to take a couple of these apples and try them, but we did this before on Offers Dyke and they don't taste good. They're not eating apples. But it does put you in mind of a nice cold pint of Strongbow.
It does. I mean, I should be in heaven, but you know, I'm not a big cider drinker.
Neither am I normally, except when I'm in the middle of a cider orchard.
Yeah. Whole glass of one right now would go down.
Yeah. It's one of the rare times we'll actually see the Wye today.
This might be the furthest north I've ever been along the banks of the Wye. The old dam. I like churchyards.
Yeah, me too.
A bit later, I'd say have lunch here.
It's a quiet little place, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Mornington Church.
Mornington Church. I suppose it'll be locked. We'll just try it just in case. No, it's open. Very plain, simple church. And nothing wrong with that. Churches always smell of age.
Just age.
Nice. And that was the Mornington Church. And after the church at Mornington came Mornington House, a rather grand bed and breakfast these days, and this led us on to the Mornington Walk, a mile-long avenue of trees planted over 200 years ago by a politician who wanted to celebrate his election to Parliament. I'm not sure how long his political career lasted, but some of the original trees are still here, wizened yew trees and oaks, chaperoning us back out into the open countryside. Bridge? Bredwardine Bridge. Very nice it is too.
It is. Watching that dog.
First time on this walk I've seen people actually just bathing in the river rather than canoeing.
Yeah. The dog just enjoying a game of fetching the ball and loving it.
Wouldn't get Frankie in there. Sitting in the beer gardens of the Red Lion at Bredwardine, having a rest and contemplating the hill.
Merbach hill.
We have got a hill to climb. Probably the first significant hill we've seen since the
Founhope?
Founhope, yeah, that was like 2 days ago, walk-wise anyway. But it's a beautiful day today. At last, we've had the weather. At last.
Well, we deserved it, I said. Priory, yeah, we've still got a fair way to go.
Oh, okay. I was hoping we hadn't.
It's a fair way after Merbach hill, but it'll be
Right,
alright.
this is a view from the top of Merbach hill, which we've just climbed up, and climbed fairly steeply. It was all tarmac, but it was about 600 metres of 1 in 4 gradient, so yeah, you could say we've earned this. Hopefully back down again now. But we had a pint at Bredwardine, as you know, just before we climbed the hill. It's questionable whether that was such a good idea, but we've done it. Oh, it's lovely up here. Well, we've come over Merbach summit and we're now round the other side, and this is a view looking kind of northward now as the camera pans. There's the farm below, and that wooded hill in the middle distance there, that's where we had our lunch. Doesn't seem like we walked that far, and further than that of course, but we have. Now this hill, Merbach hill, is one of those annoying hills where you come over the summit and you think job done, and then you get these things, these tracks that dip down and then take you back up again. I'm having 5 minutes. I'll let Colin carry on. I know when I need to rest. And down there is the River Wye, which I think at some point soon we're going to be reacquainting ourselves with, which means we're going downhill, which means I'm happy about that. Oh, how we laughed. We got to the top of the common on the hill, and well, the guidebook wasn't exactly crystal clear, and the signpost had been ripped up and thrown down, so we had to take a choice of 3 paths. Yeah, we chose the wrong one. Came down through pretty wild jungle, really. It's like a tiny track going down through woodland, and came out on a road, not the right place. So We've spent an interesting half an hour or so walking up and down that road and asking people, but we finally worked out how to get back en route, and we just didn't get to see the common, which is a shame. But anyway, here we are again, and we didn't even fall out either, which is a miracle. He's not walking with me, you notice, though, look. Read what you like into that. Well, it's getting late now, the sun is going down. It's 7:15, so we hope we're not too far away from the car now. I think the misdirection back on the whatever it is hill, it cost us some time, plus we did stop for a pint as well. So yeah, we're running a little late, but I don't think we've got too much further to go now. At least I hope not, because my legs are getting tired, plus the fact they've been nettled to death.